bans you. If that happens, it's an accident. Letting you know right now. Alright, we're good. I was a little worried when I clicked the other side of that it may kind of screw me over, but we're good. Come on. Get that over to there. Get this over to here. Alright. Woo! Alright, finally. Well, somewhat normalcy. Mars is still not in the right spot. Try that again. There we go. Okay, that's better. That I don't mind. Oh, thank you guys for updating that. That was the other thing I was going to mention, was that I hadn't updated Game Fetch yet, but you guys got it, so thank you. Alrighty. Whew. So anyways, like I was saying, welcome to week now 3 of the Binding of Isaac Racing League. So as you see on the left, we're going to have ArrTeaSea, and on the right, we've got Thefatshuffler racing today in the first of 3 matches. Like I said, we got more coming up later at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then another immediately following that. So for anybody new, we do a best of 3 race. Each race, or each portion of that, basically goes down to the Womb 2, Mom's Heart. Whoever kills Mom's Heart first is your winner of that particular heat. Excuse me. We do a best of 3, like I said, so the first one to do that twice wins. Basically, it's just a head-to-head matchup for every racer every week. We take a win-loss off of who gets the best out of 2 and 3 each week. So if you look on the stats page, basically it'll say that both of these racers are 0-2. It's basically just because they both lost their first 2 weeks worth of matchups. So one of them will wind up getting their first win tonight because there is no way to tie. We don't do the kissing your sister thing like hockey used to. Technically, football still does because there was one this year. Anyways, nonetheless, for those that don't watch hockey, you've never heard the term kissing your sister for tying, I'm sure. But nonetheless, anywho, so like I was saying, we all do head-to-head matchups here. It's a best 2 out of 3 down to Mom's Heart, or through Mom's Heart, I should say. Only stipulation to that is if you happen to port past Mom's Heart, so if you take Telepill, something of that nature, on the Womb 2, and you get an IM error room, like Magic D250 did in the first race, then you have to go down to Shale, and your new finishing point is killing the devil. So it is kind of a risky thing. It was an accident that Magic had that happen to him, but it's one of those risky things. So that's also part of the rules. Just to let you know, we all use Isaac. They all have the D6 available. However, that is technically outlawed except for use on a few specific items. Such as, if it shows up, there we go. The Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac are all outbanned. Outbanned? All outlawed or banned. Boy, I can talk today. Anyways, so those are not allowed to be picked up at all. If the racers still have their D6 available to them when they come across one of those items, then the D6 is allowed to be used. You can re-roll the outlawed items, but that is it. You cannot re-roll anything else. Basic rules on that, if you pick up an outlawed item, you have to reset, unless you can put it right back down and you haven't used it, which on those, basically like the Bible, you know, the shovel, things of that nature, as long as you don't use them, you're fine. We're not that strict. But if you pick up something like Dr. Fetus, you have to reset. Basically, let's see, if racers die, for those that don't know, the game, it restarts you all the way back at floor number 1. So obviously, even though they're looking for speedy races, it's really kind of a double-edged sword, if you will. You know, more speed will get you the win quicker, but do you want to risk taking a lot of extra hits and risk that death that'll push you so far behind you can't catch up? So it's one of those real trade-off type of things. So again, anybody that hasn't ever seen Isaac race before, and uh-oh, both of my streams just crashed out. Oh, we're gonna have one of these days, aren't we? God. Yep, there's the offline screen on both of them. See how long this keeps going for. Lovely. So by the way, folks, this is how Twitch works, how any streaming service works. I'm not ripping on Twitch here. It's just one of those things. Like, see, ArrTeaSea's came back, so a couple seconds from now, Thefatshufflers ought to pop back on. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, wait, there it is. Told you. Thefatshuffler's across seas for me. That's how I know that ArrTeaSea's is going to show up first. So he'll be back on here in a second. It's not their streams that died off. That was me trying to watch their streams that died off. So this is going to get to be an interesting day, folks. Hopefully that doesn't cut out at very inopportune times, but I do tend to have really crappy luck as far as that goes, so we'll see what happens here. Anywho, hopefully that actually goes back live. It flashed on Mara's, but it hasn't actually gone live yet. Let me try to mess with it and see if I can't make it happen. Boo-doo-doo. There it is. Alright, now we're back and we're good to go. Jeez Louise, what a pain in the ass. Alright, anyways, so hopefully that doesn't keep happening, like I said, but ain't really much I can do about it if it does. So prepare for that, guys. If it blacks out like that, I will... Oh, I know he's live. Everybody's live. It's just me trying to watch him is derping out. So things are going to happen like that. Apologies right off the bat, but I will refresh immediately if that happens. Same thing if my stream goes down, guys. I'll be right back. I notice it immediately because I'm actually monitoring it through OBS right now. That's how I'm seeing... I'm basically watching the same screen you guys are. So that's how I'm noticing the two races next to each other. So, you know, I'll notice right away if it goes offline. It's being Krupps. Exactly, Kirby. Exactly. Alright, so anyways, I don't know if the two racers can hear me, though I pretty much assume that they can. If you guys can, I don't know if you're on a call or not, so let me know if I'm going to be doing the countdown for you or what the case might be, and anytime you're ready, you can feel free. So real quick again, both are using Isaac, both have the D6. It is technically off limits except for those outlawed items. Excuse me. You can? Awesome. Awesome sauce, sir. Okay, cool. I love it. Like, not on a call, not on a call. Perfect timing. I love it. Yeah, if you two want to do a countdown, though, feel free. It'll make it a lot easier so that we know that, you know, you two are going to be a little more accurately timed, if you will. But yeah, anytime. Anytime you guys are ready. I think everybody's sick right now, so ArrTeaSea, I feel your pain on that one. I think everybody's ill right now. Oh, excuse me. But like I was saying, we're going to have week 3 beginning momentarily here, so they're going to do it at their leisure. Obviously, they can both hear me, but they're going to... Yeah, testes, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, they're going to do it at their leisure, so they'll actually call their own start. You'll probably notice a little bit of a delay on when both move. So bear with that. It's just the fact that I'm recapturing live streams. So they're probably almost exactly in time with when they start moving. You'll notice Mara's walking, or I keep calling him Mara. Thefatshuffler walks to the middle of the room. He isn't going anywhere yet. As soon as ArrTeaSea starts, though, you might notice like a couple seconds difference. That's just the fact that they're live streaming. There's going to be a bit of a delay, and then I'm recapturing that stream. So, well, both of them. So there's going to be even more delays. So there might be a slight little bit of offset here. Yeah, don't you woman me. Love it. Smack talk in chat. I love it. Anyways, good luck to both of you. Should say it now, but good luck to you. I can't get the timer set up right now. Mine's being all wonky at the moment, so it'll happen. Yep, battle of one of them's going to get their first win right now. So both are 0-2, like I said. There is a standings page for anybody that has not seen it, which is, if it shows up, that Google Documents link. There's your go sign. So ArrTeaSea called it out with ready, set, go, and any second now we should see there's Thefatshuffler moving. And he's got his first item room looking at him already. So any second now my stream will catch up on ArrTeaSea's. There it goes. And like I said, they probably started at almost the exact same time. It's just the fact that, you know, streams are going to be offset a little bit. So there's probably a couple seconds in here where if I get a chance, I'll actually, yep, I'm going to have to now. I'm going to have to refresh ArrTeaSea stream. It's going to be one of these days, folks. Wow, both of them did it. Okay, I was going to say, so Thefatshuffler just reset his level. That's what it was. I thought his froze up, too. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now, Twitch. Seriously, like, the race just started. Come on. There we go. All right. We might have to see an ad on there. I've really got to, as terrible as this is, I've got to ad block for this. Because otherwise we're going to get an ad in a second, I think. So anyways, yeah, there was a good reason that Thefatshuffler reset. If anybody didn't see the item that he had, oh geez, he might be resetting again, actually. Dead Sea Scrolls, not, yep, there it is. Dead Sea Scrolls, not exactly a friend. That can be any random space use item, including things like Kamikaze or Blood Rights, which can actually injure you. So that is not the greatest of items that Thefatshuffler found. Oh, again, real quick, I'm gonna probably use both of these two racers' nicknames quite a bit. So I should probably put that in the other corner in names. But I tend to call ArrTeaSea Christina sometimes, and I tend to call Thefatshuffler Mara sometimes. So fair warning on that. Now you know who I'm referring to if I happen to... Oh, wow. Well, he's finally going to take one. So Thefatshuffler taking chocolate milk as the first item of today. Yeesh. Not the greatest, but it does work. Ew. Speaking of those teleporting chances, ArrTeaSea takes a doctor's remote. I'm sorry, that's the teleport remote, not the doctor's remote. I'm an idiot. So anyway, she'll get random teleports now. So a 2% chance that she'll... I think it's 2%. 2% to 5% chance that she'll wind up getting into a I am error room, which would be a free item or two, plus an actual skip down to another floor. It also really helps. You can just randomly port into, let's say, your item room, or like she just did, into your store, and actually save yourself a key. Maybe you get into a blood challenge room with, 17 hearts, things of that nature. So it can very well, or it can help out quite a bit. Oh, Lemon Mishap can actually be good. It's actually not that terrible of an item, as weird as it is. If you have enemies that aren't flying, it's not bad. Like the ones that Thefatshuffler is fighting right now. It would actually be good against these guys. If you could drop it in the middle of them all, they'd walk right into it over and over. So it's not a bad item, it's just... it's not the greatest. Yeah, it's decent. Exactly what Kirby said. Exactly. If you do pick up Dead Sea Scrolls and it gives you the shovel... Ooh. No, at that point, if it gives you the shovel, you just wouldn't be able to go down to the next floor, I'd say, because it'll pop a hole on the floor for you that you can choose to go into or not. So at that point, you could just pass it up and not walk down. I think that'd be fair, honestly. Yep, exactly. Lemon Mishap, great against close combat stuff. Like now in a room that, again, like Thefatshuffler's in, wouldn't help him. But many other rooms, it can actually be not so terrible, so. And it looks like ArrTeaSea's just about to finish off her version of Pin. And that should be the last one. Ooh, item box. So yeah, we're not getting the greatest of items so far today here. At least she winds up with keys, though. Ooh, but there's a good item for Thefatshuffler, so Rainbow Baby will follow him. As you can see, as it shoots out, it's doing random shots. So it'll do any type of shot that any of your followers can have, from the purple being homing shots, it'll do a split V shot, pretty much anything. Little Gisha shots. Oh, it's getting all packed up in here. Yo, what's up, Raiders? How y'all doing? Yep, absolutely, Soccer. Absolutely, I am. Here's kind of like a safe rule of thumb. If there's a race going on and I'm awake for it, it's going to be broadcast here and I'll commentate it. I really enjoy this far too much to pass up on any of these. Ooh, health up for Thefatshuffler, so he's getting a nice health build rocking, but let's see if he spends any... I could see him actually buying Bloody Lust right now. Let's see if he takes it. He's considering... Will he do it? Would it be prudent at this juncture? What's up, Raiders? How y'all doing? Yes, he will. Alright, so Thefatshuffler takes Bloody Lust. His tiers, as he kills things in every room, are going to actually increase. So for the cost of 2 hearts, he is back down to basically the same health that ArrTeaSea is rocking on the left. And now, with his Soul Heart pickups, ArrTeaSea has more. And good to see everybody again. Yeah, I've been gone for a good, 5 days being sick and just having a bunch of stuff going on, so... Good timing on the races being today, because I just got over being really sick. So I finally have my voice back, finally feeling good, and we got, like I said, 2 more races coming up today. We got another one at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then another one following that immediately. So lots more races coming up tonight. Well, what's up, Pack? How y'all doing? Good to see you guys. Oh, here we go again. So again, I'm capturing both of their streams, as you're about to notice by the fact that Thefatshuffler's just unpaused and skipped ahead. ArrTeaSea's just did the same thing. I'm having issues watching streams right now for some reason. So every couple of minutes, they're blacking out like that. So apologies, every now and then you're going to miss something. I will do my best to figure out what it was and call it if I can see it. For example, Thefatshuffler just picked up Little Chat, which every couple of rooms is going to spawn red hearts for him to heal. So again, things are being a little bit wonky right now. I'm not sure what's up, if it's just my end or if it's Twitch or whatever, but... Every now and then that's going to happen, guys, so apologies right now for that. It's just the way of live streaming. It's kind of random in that aspect. And of course, with this version of live streaming, I'm recapturing 2 other live streams, so I'm making it 3 times worse. Ooh, and a double deal for ArrTeaSea. Let's see what she winds up with. Oof. Interesting. Spirit of the Night and or Lord of the Pit. So 2 flying items. And she is going to take Spirit of the Night, so she'll wind up with Spectral Tears and the ability to fly, which is always, always useful. I'm not so keen on Spectral Tears, but flight is a huge, huge help. And speaking of which, it looks like Thefatshuffler is also going to wind up with flight, because his item off of this boss should be the pony. I do believe. And lo and behold, and another devil deal for Thefatshuffler. Wow. Ooh, wow. And it's got the mark. Wow, and he's going to pass it. I would have actually taken it, honestly. You'd get back 1 soul heart with that, so he'd be down to 1 red heart and 1 soul heart there. For the amount of damage up that you get, I might have actually considered that. Then again, he does have Bloody Lust, or Blood Rage, I should say. I call it Bloody Lust, but it's Blood Rage is the legit name for it. And yeah, I get the feeling that even chat is screwed up right now, because I haven't seen chat move since, let's see, Awaken spoke. So yeah, I get the feeling everything's getting kind of wonky right now around Twitch. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's just my end or what the case is, guys, but apologies, things happen. So I'll do my best to keep going with this. Hopefully I'll notice should either of these go offline, so we'll try to keep up on top of this. And let's see, Thefatshuffler at the moment having to pass on his item room, though he'll be right back for it. Again, for anybody that doesn't know, we're going to the Womb 2, so the racers have to finish off Mom's Heart. Excuse me, sorry about that. So right now, Thefatshuffler's got a slight 1 floor lead. And wow, finds the balls on chin heart, so he gets more of his health back that he just spent. So he's back up to 4 hearts. ArrTeaSea at the moment down to 1 red heart, though she does have 2 heart containers, but that does make her the Whore of Babylon. Well, for that room, I should say. I forgot she used a card, I'm stupid. So that's a moot point. She's just down to 1 heart. Never mind, never mind. I thought for some reason she had that item, but yeah, it wouldn't have made sense that she was at 1 heart and had it triggered, so never mind. Like I said, I'm an idiot. So both racers able to fly right now. I think that's actually a first for a head-to-head matchup in the league so far. I don't think both have been able to fly at any point. Ooh. Speaking of Whore of Babylon, Thefatshuffler just grabs that from the, I don't even know what to specifically call those. I call them Demon Beggars. They're basically judgment cards, but they take red hearts instead of coins to actually give you items. But a great find there if Thefatshuffler gets himself down to 1 heart, but it's a matter of also getting a couple of soul hearts to kind of protect that. Let's see, ArrTeaSea and Thefatshuffler both in a library. So they're both going to pick up and probably use both of the books in there. For those that don't know this trick, with libraries, if you go through every single book on 1 playthrough, and you still keep finding libraries, they will actually spawn legitimate normal items for you. Oh my goodness. Wow. The carry is incoming on Thefatshuffler. Mom's Knife, for the 3rd race in a row, has shown up. So a ridiculously overpowered carry item just showed up. I'm going to refresh my chat because it has not moved. So let's see if this breaks it. It probably will. Oh yeah, I can't even reload it. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, cool. So, like I was saying, Thefatshuffler with a ridiculous carry item also gets a free entry into his secret room. Double nice find here. See, ArrTeaSea is going to be fighting her boss. Ooh, very nice use of a death card here. That takes a... Wow, that actually took a good 50% of damage off of the boss that she's fighting. Not too terrible. Alright, yeah, fair warning for anybody. Do not reload chats, because apparently your chat will not ever reload. Good to know. Chat is busted, folks. Good to know. Oh, and Mara's stream is busted. Give me 1 second. I gotta refresh Thefatshuffler's stream here. Wow, that derp face it froze him on was kind of nice looking. So this will take a second or 2, hopefully, and it'll pop back up. It's usually been pretty good about it so far. Oh, man. What a day so far. Just nothing seems to want to work right. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not good. Alright, says he's live, shows his offline screen. ArrTeaSea with her 3rd devil deal finds what should show up in her 3rd devil deal, Krampus, so she'll fight him for a lump of coal right here. I'm still trying to refresh Thefatshuffler's stream. So again, bear with me a little bit here. I apologize for this. So again, this is the randomness that is live streaming, folks. Depending on what server you're watching from. Oh, there we go. This might work. Hey, there it is. All right, we're back. So, depending on what server you're watching from, things like that could happen. Oh my god, and I have chat. I can see my chat again. Nice. Alright, so welcome back, guys. I can see you all again. Good to see you. And lump of coal, when she picks this up, as your shots move further away from you, they're going to increase in size and do more damage. So it's kind of hard to see unless you have full range. Yeah, what's up again, guys? So yeah, I don't know what's up, but yeah, it's whatever server I'm rocking for both. Oh god, for both of these casts and for whatever. No, just blank page, Itaku. No error whatsoever. So, Thefatshuffler is fighting what is one of the worst bosses in this game, unless you have Mom's Knife or something to that effect. Even at that point, this still is not the easiest. So here's what you may not know, guys. You cannot, as you just saw, fire Mom's Knife through the front of the Mask of Infamy. How stupid is that? I've never understood this. So what you do is you get right next to it and do what Thefatshuffler just did and turn in circles and just stab him. Works much better. So there's a lump of coal for ArrTeaSea. Like I said, as her shots go further out, they'll do more damage and increase in size. So it's kind of hard to notice. It's very minuscule, but you will see it. Hey, what's up, DJ? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Magic? Yet another of our racers who I believe is racing tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, both racers have Horror Babylon now. So we're looking like, again, we're doing very similar races here. Alright, so again, right now, Thefatshuffler is a good floor ahead. I believe he is on Depths 1, though I could be mistaken. That might be Depths 2. I'm terrible about remembering this. I think that's 2, actually. So Thefatshuffler is relatively far ahead at the moment, and he has a carry item in Mom's Knife. Again, do not count ArrTeaSea out whatsoever. She does have a 12-second use of invincibility with her book, and even with 2 hearts, she's still okay, trust me. This is not over yet. And yeah, it is Depths 2. You know what? I just realized how I could have checked that. Anybody that is curious at any point, if you see Necropolis show up as the name of one of the floors, that is one of the Depths floors. However, if it says Necropolis, that means it's Depths 2. If it says Necropolis 1, it's Depths 1. That's how you're going to know the difference, and I totally forgot about that. One of the many nuances to the game. And here's why the knife is so effective. Thefatshuffler showing why, how to make these, like, one of my least favorite regular enemies a complete joke. And he's going to do some quote-unquote gambling with bombs. My favorite type of gambling. Will he go after the hearts? Yes, he will. I was curious to see if he'd try to get Horror Babylon active or not, but with Mom's Knife, kind of pointless. Oh yes, and that's right. I forgot that Thefatshuffler also has chocolate milk from beforehand on the on Mom's Knife. So yeah, he's getting pretty much full damage off of that because of the charge time that he's doing. I completely spaced there. So yeah, that is a phenomenal combination that Thefatshuffler's got going. He's got a ridiculous power build. Yep, there you see. He just showed you his stats real quick. Yeah, that maxed out power. Yeah, enough said. I crumped. I love it. Oh my goodness. So, about that whole carrying of Thefatshuffler, I'm not sure how the game can carry the Thefatshuffler. He has the word fat in his name, and he's being carried. Blue Candle. Yeah, not outlawed, by the way, folks. That is a perfectly legitimate use on. God dang it, and here we go, right when I want to see what he's getting in his item room. So, Taco, you'll see what happens here. It basically just... Oh, hey, no, that just literally froze for a second. We'll see what he gets in his item room, and I'll refresh. Oh, my God. So, and the Book of Belial, if you want. Yeah, that look... and there's the freeze frame. Perfect timing, but that look says it all on Thefatshuffler's face right there. Yeah, enough said. That look says it all, sir. I'm going to refresh his real quick while I explain this, because I'm way behind on Thefatshuffler's right now. So, refresh incoming. So that'll black out for a second. That was Book of Belial. That is time and a half damage multiplier for a room, if you wanted it. So, if he had any way to get back out... God damn, I shouldn't have refreshed. That was fucking stupid. Oh well. Yeah, now we're going to do this again. So, right now at Taco, it's saying live, and it's showing his off-screen picture. So yeah, that's just servers being derpy or whatever. So anyways, he would have to replace his blue candle to be able to take that. Also, being that he's on the depths too, he will not be able to leave after his boss fight. So he has basically no choice. I didn't crump shit. Twitch kind of glitched out there, and being that we're going to race, we have to kind of keep these caught up, so that ain't my fault. Yeah, so this has been going on all day. Awesome. Awesome. That'll make the other races fun to do. Can't wait. Why do I have luck like this? Every time I schedule something, just every time I cast, it goes to shit. There we go. Aha! Alright, so Thefatshuffler has ripped through the rest of that depths floor and is already on the womb. Like I was saying, I was slightly behind on his. Just slightly. It could still be a Taku. Believe me, it could still be. Because that would not shock me in any way, shape, or form. Like with Comcast, believe me, that could be me. I'm not saying that's Twitch. That very well could be Comcast. So yeah, no, Taku could be completely right. There's been a few people I've seen saying it, but I mean, it's not like it's been bad. It's only happened a few times. God forbid. Like I'm gonna cry about this or anything. And there's your game fetch link for you. I keep forgetting to mention this, guys. If you want to be in both of these two racers' chats and streams at the same time and see what they're actually streaming and hopefully have a better time of watching them side by side, just so that you can bypass all the crap that I'm dealing with, you can actually go to that game fetch link that AtakuBot just linked. You'll be able to see both of them side by side. Make sure to mute one of the streams, otherwise you're going to hear double. But you can see them side by side, chat to both of them, and give them both support, and that's why we're here in the first place, guys, is we want to be able to spread the, you know, the Isaac quote-unquote viewership / love around. So, you know what I mean? Like, that way people know that other people actually play Isaac competitively. You know, maybe they haven't heard of some of the racers before. Go check them out. Give them a follow. Let me get you the standings link real quick here. I just saw Hockey Junkie ask. That is on the Google Docs link. Coming up by AtakuBot. There it is. So, like I was saying, the Google Docs link has got all the stats and the schedule and everything that I can do as quickly as I can update that. The team page, you can easily follow everybody with about 2 clicks of a button. So if you want to be able to follow all the racers, that's the easiest way for you. Oh, and RLB, let me see if... Is it race or races? We'll find out. It's one of these two. Wow. Watch how quickly Thefatshuffler rips through Skull-X here. He is going to annihilate this. Nope, it's races. Let me try that one. Nope, I was right the first time. It just took forever. No, Cobalt is still undefeated. If you go on the stats page, you can see on there. So, my bad on the second one there, but you can actually still sign up for Friday's public races. Basically, at this point, we're not sure how many of the actual, like, racers that are in the top 16 are going to be here. So, definitely sign up because we're going to go in order off of the backups at that point. So it's going to be, you know, like, if the top 16 aren't there, we move on to the next, so on and so forth. So if you do want to race and you're going to be available on Friday, feel free to sign up because there's a good chance that you'll actually be racing. Even though there's 60 people signed up, there's still a good chance you can race. So don't think that you're completely out of it. Yeah, right, range up, just what Thefatshuffler needed. By the way, well, technically speaking, not so terrible, but not exactly like it's gonna help him. But he's got the blue candle anyways. Thefatshuffler is getting carried just off of his space use item. He doesn't even need anything else. The knife at this point is kind of secondary. And he's got another judgment card, so let's see if he comes up with something else cool after we're done with the lag ball that I'm gonna sit through now. Awesome. So again, this is the oddity, folks. Depending on what server I'm connected to, notice that ArrTeaSea's is working fine, and Thefatshuffler's just took about 10 seconds there. Wow, more health up from Thefatshuffler. Perfect timing. Move it to the one that isn't in 600 channels. We try not to abuse it too much, so it's mostly just for the information. So if that helps you any, Otaku, feel free. You don't have to, though, by any means. I don't really care about that slight little bit of lag. That's nothing. But yeah, we tend to only use it for, like, info. We don't, like, we do have, you know, mod-specific ones that are kind of funny, but we barely ever use them, so. Up to you. We don't abuse it too much. So, right now, by the way, for those that are unclear also, the Womb and the Womb 2 do not have item rooms. They do not have stores. So basically, you notice that Thefatshuffler, without clearing the entire floor, found his boss room, killed it, and moved on the Womb 1. He's going to do the same here because all he needs to find is his boss fight, kill it as quickly as he can, and he would be up 1-0 here in this best of 3. Excuse me, sorry about that. Drinking way more fluids than I normally do. Anyways, so, ooh, wow. So, that mom's knife that we've been referring to over and over again just showed its face in ArrTeaSea's devil deal that she just poured it into. Wow. That would take her down to 1 red heart, though. That is, ooh. Will she do it? Wow. She will. Wow. Okay. Don't call it a comeback. She's got a rush, though. She's got an entire Depths 2, Womb 1, and Womb 2 to make up, but she has got a chance now with that knife. That is going to get interesting, folks. So for the second race in a row, both racers have the knife. That's insane. 4 straight racers have wound up with the knife. Just nuts. And yet another library for ArrTeaSea. She isn't even going to bother with these books, though. No need at this point. She isn't going to come across enough other libraries within the next 2 floors to make that worthwhile. Plus, she is rocking at 1 heart and has the Book of Shadows, which is a 12-second full invincibility. Wow, how did that jumper land on nothingness? I don't think I've seen that happen before. Hey, Rally, go good about yourself. What's up, Nosh? Yeah, whatever you do, Nosh, and anybody for that matter, don't reload anything. Because, yeah, the chat apparently is really taking forever to load for most people. It definitely has been wonky as hell for me. Here's a perfect use of the Book of Shadows by ArrTeaSea. So in a room where it's just going to be constant crossfire. Ooh, very nice. And she finds her her boss room right off the bat here in Depths 2. Oh, and finds a couple of soul hearts. Very nice finds for ArrTeaSea. But will it be too little too late? Because as you see, Thefatshuffler is on his mom's heart fight. Mind you, he's getting hit, so he is... Oh my. Well, one more comment in a second. Doesn't really matter much, though, because as you can see, the blue candle destroys Mom's heart with this knife, and it's already over. So, moot point. I was about to say Christina has to fight Blue Mom, but, yeah. That one ended very quickly. So there's your proof of how overpowered the combination of... oops, shoot, did the wrong thing. The combination of chocolate milk and Mom's knife can be, because that was nuts. So, as you see, Thefatshuffler takes a 1-0 lead there. That was... Yeah, I don't know how it happened. It just happened. That look. That look. Very nice job there, though, Thefatshuffler. Great job on both of you. So, one of the... Also, I got to go back and do this math at some point. That might have been the first time neither died on a run. I take that back. There might have been 1 or 2 others. But either way, great job by both racers there. That was insane. I've not seen the knife show up that many times in a row. This is getting kind of nuts. Anywho, real quick in between races, I'm going to run one really quick ad, guys. So while they get reset here, I'm going to run a 30-second ad. I will be right back with you. Thank you again for the support, guys. Yeah, go grab a drink, go grab some food real quick, something to that nature. We'll be right back. We'll reset these 2 to floor 1, and we'll do Heat 2. Mara looking, or Thefatshuffler looking to finish it off. ArrTeaSea looking to tie it up. Wow, that Casey's ad just broke some shit. So yeah, this is a Shockwave player being a complete pain in the ass to me right now. My Casey's ad is still running, Didn't start until the 30 seconds was up, so it's still running right now. Then the entire time it froze both of their streams. So I'm a little bit scared now that I actually have to update both of their streams, and also I believe my chat died again. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to pause and unpause both of their streams, and we're going to pray that this actually... Oh wow, hers came right back. Awesome. Let's see how far behind Thefatshuffler's was. There we go. Alright, so now the streams are coming back like instantly when I refresh. That is good news. That is phenomenal news, in fact. That smile. Yeah. Ah-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. It's the only thing I can think of when I see a smile like that come off of Mara's face. Ah-cha-cha-cha-cha. So, anyways, hold on one second, I have to cough. Woo, okay, anyways, excuse me. So we're about to begin heat number 2 here in a best of 3. Yeah, see, ah-cha-cha-cha-cha. I love it. So we're about to begin Heat 2 of 3 here. If Thefatshuffler were to finish off this race and win, it'll be a 2-0 win for him this week. If ArrTeaSea wins, she will force a match number 3, which actually I think the last 2 or 3, if not 4 matches have actually gone that far. Again, these two are going to start at their own leisure. You'll probably, if you guys have your chat working unlike mine, you'll probably see them actually call out the start. They're doing it, hey, my chat loaded, woohoo! Suddenly, it took somebody getting timed out for my chat to load. Interesting. Cool. Anywho, so I'm back. I can see everything now, but if you two want to call it out at any time, feel free. It's basically at their leisure, so whenever they feel like going, they can go. And we will do the second race here. Yeah, I'm here, yo. I see you, yo. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Again, every now and then I'm going to have to mute, so it'll happen. Actually, well, I'd tell Eagle that he can refresh and it works okay, but I'm a little bit scared to, well, you can't hear me, so it don't matter. And looks like we're about to get going here. ArrTeaSea's calling out ready, set. And looks like we shall be going. Yeah, lift! I mean, go! Ah, perfect timing, Otaku. Yes, we were totally waiting for you. And now that Otaku is back, you can go, racers. Yes, that's how we are planning this. Yes, completely. Ooh, decent first item. So the relic for Thefatshuffler that'll spawn soul hearts for him every now and then. And ArrTeaSea again with spectral tears will be able to shoot through rocks and things like you can see her tears doing right now. Yeah, totes. By the way, for the low price of only $8.95, by the way, bad joke, I know, but yeah, we can hold off the races until you show up. No, kidding. I'll be here all week. Tip the waitstaff. Try the veal. That joke would be funnier if GQ were in here, but oh well. The joke still stands. Awesome, it did work. Badass, Eagle. I was trying to tell you, and it's like, wait a minute, he can't hear me. Why am I telling him this? If he has no sound, it's not going to work. If only that were true. You laugh. I'm cheap. I'd probably do it. You guys can try if you want. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Do not donate $8.95. I will not postpone races for you. That is a joke. Unless you're a racer, and then you can donate $8.95 and you get to choose when you're racing anyway, so technically speaking, I will. If that makes you feel better, more power to you. Hey, Troll, how you doing? Ooh, will that bomber? Yes, it did. I was going to say, ArrTeaSea's bomb placement that second time should be absolutely perfect, and it was. So our racers are literally neck and neck right now. Thefatshuffler with about a, oh, I don't know, 2-second advantage? If that? Because technically speaking, ArrTeaSea finished off her boss first. It's all the extra enemies in the room that are holding up Thefatshuffler at the moment. But ArrTeaSea is the first onto basement too. Ooh, very nice. So tears up for Thefatshuffler with a wire coat hanger. So he'll fire many more tears. Always a great item. You can never argue your tear rate going up. And, well, can you? Maybe if you have Ipecac and My Reflection, you could argue it. So, range up for Thefatshuffler. Not what you want to find in an item room, honestly. If you have no range, you want to find it, but yeah, for an item room, you can get those out of locked chests. That's not what you want to see. Uh-oh. I fear my chat died again. I love how it does this. It gets little, like, 5-minute bursts of just, like, life, death, life, death, life, death. Alright, so here for ArrTeaSea is where her spectral tears are really going to come in handy. I hate these enemies she's fighting, but if you can stay behind rocks and still shoot them, they have no way to hit you. So these become the easiest enemies on the face of the earth. Ooh. That was close. Thefatshuffler almost picked up the Cursed Skull there, which would not have done him a bit of good. That, when you get down to half a heart, or I'm sorry, is it 1 heart? It's one of the two. Hopefully you guys can still chat and somebody will answer that correctly. I'm refreshing, by the way. Basically speaking, when you get hit in a room and you're down to 1 heart or half a heart, it will teleport you out of that room. So if you're the blue baby and you get hit, you never technically have a red heart. So you're going to get ported out of whatever room you're in anytime you get hit. So boss fights, that can haunt you. Yeah, I done broke my chat. That was broken anyways, but nonetheless, I'm still trying to refresh, guys. So again, if you're talking and asking questions, I apologize. I'd answer if I could, but yeah. Can't really see anything at the moment. So the best I can do right now is make mention that we're still pretty much neck and neck. Again, Thefatshuffler has got a minuscule advantage in this room because he's going to take his boss out quicker. ArrTeaSea is going to have a lot of extra ads here. And by ads, for those who don't know, I abbreviate additionals to ads. It's just an MMO thing. My chat came back. Woohoo! I can see it again. Apparently, I just have to refresh everything on like 10-minute intervals. Now I know. Hopefully that'll be corrected by later. I'll do a bunch of resetting my PC and whatnot, and hopefully that'll help. Alright, Mom's Pad for Thefatshuffler. So again, not the greatest of items, but it's certainly not going to hurt him, being that the D6 does him almost no good in these races. So, again, not really blaming him for taking that out. Now, that was everybody? Okay. Yeah, I'll be putting the timer up there. I completely spaced on it again, so I'll set it up for the later races tonight. It's been glitching out on me, though, so we'll see if it actually works correctly or not. Then again, I think I only need the bottom part, so it shouldn't matter. I'll set it up for tonight's races, though. We got 2 more races coming up tonight. One is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then another one immediately following that. So I'll put the timer up there for those. I keep forgetting about that, and I'm sorry, guys. Nope, I can see you guys now. Yep, just barely I can see you guys now. Like, it showed up, who was the first one? Louis Pierce was the first one that I saw there when he asked if I'm going to see, or if I'm going to add the timer. So now I see you guys. But it looks like Loki's here, so what's up? How you doing? Ooh. Alright, so for those that are wondering, here's the difference between the daggers. Mom's knife does not have blood on it. The sacrificial dagger that ArrTeaSea just picked up does, and that is an orbital. So if you're looking at it and you're thinking like, oh, awesome, I just got Mom's knife, why do I have an orbital? That's why. The blood on it means it's the orbital. If it's a clean knife, that's Mom's knife. So there's your difference for you. What you can see, though, is it's a knife that spins around you and will actually do damage if you stand close enough to enemies. You have to be really, really close quarters to them, though. So it's kind of hit and miss, but if something's right on you, it'll help. Taku. Oh my god, an Acer giveaway? By the way, guys, those are all spam links. Never believe any of those. I'll put the common sense speech out there for everybody. Anything like that, like, hey, we've got giveaways. If it's not the caster or a mod doing it, never click those. And by the way, the Martina accounts, yeah, just ignore those immediately. Anybody named Martina on this website is a spam bot. In fact, I don't think I honestly know anybody by username with the name Martina that is not one of the spam bots. Ah, another good point. That's a great point by Gamma right there. Mom's knife also points upwards, whereas the sacrificial dagger points downwards. You make a fine point there that I never really thought of, but that is a legitimate way to figure that out. I never thought about that. Good question. Cobalt obviously is a little bit preoccupied. He is going to be out of town until Thursday at least, if I'm not mistaken. So sometime probably around the weekend will be Cobalt's race. It's all kind of, he's got some family issues going on right now, so he's going to be out of town. So for those who don't know, definitely send him a tweet, send him your thoughts and prayers, because he's going to need it. So definitely hit him up with that, but he'll be later on this week. I think same thing goes for the makeup of Chatia and Epic, Cyanide Epic. from last week, because they were both incredibly sick, just like I was when they scheduled their race. So it worked out beautifully that I didn't have to call it, and they were both sick and didn't have to race. So they'll be making theirs up probably this week, if not next week. It just depends on when everybody's available. So it's really no big rush on that stuff. Things are going to happen in real life. Real life comes before this league. So things are happening all around. Everybody's getting sick. It happens. So Cobalt should be, I would assume, probably sometime this weekend, if not beginning of next week. All just depends. Excuse me, sorry, I had to clear my throat there real quick. So, Thefatshuffler, as you saw, is playing a Demon Baby right now. What that does is it takes a half a heart every time you play it for a chance to give you a good item. You saw him use a Sun card. That'll show you your entire map, do damage to everything in the room, and give you a full red heart heal. So he utilized that, basically in hopes of being able to get something good. Takes himself down to half a red heart, and he'll be moving on to Caves 2. So technically speaking here, because ArrTeaSea is on a Caves XL, they are on the same floor. ArrTeaSea has found both of her item rooms also, so... Ooh, infestation for her as well. Not terrible. So she'll have fly spawn. I believe if things hit her, I think that's the trick to it, is they have to hit you with infestation. There's so many little nuances I keep forgetting, and I apologize. But anyways, they are basically on the same floor. When ArrTeaSea finds her boss fight, it's actually going to be 2 back-to-back boss fights. And then that'll take care of her entire caves. So technically speaking, she can actually hop ahead really quick here, depending on if she shows up, or if the boss room shows up quickly. And I saw somebody ask if Frag was in the race. Let me give you the link real quick here, so that you can see the entire standings. And no, Frag is not in the race, by the way. He doesn't want to race competitively anymore. He wants to be able to play to have fun. So he's not in there. But if you look at the Google Docs link, that actually has the entirety of the standings. I was waiting for that bomb to go off. I didn't even notice what Mara was doing there. Anyways, you'll see the entirety of the standings. You'll see everybody that's in there, and it also updates the schedule. Whenever I know when the racers schedule their matches, I update that immediately. And then I usually tweet immediately as well, just so that everybody knows. Wow, what was up with the knife, or with the sacrificial dagger there? Did everybody see that? So that was kind of odd. I've never seen the sacrificial dagger glitch out and stay on the other side of the room from the player before. That was really strange. Hey, Tacos. How you doing? Or Tacos Mans. Both plural. I almost said Taco Man, but how you doing, Tacos Mans? Alright, so right now, Thefatshuffler is working with... Ooh! I was just about to say, with an Eternal Heart, which if he gets hit will disappear, but he, technically speaking, hit himself, killed himself because he did 1 full damage. Ouch. Painful death right there. So he resets all the way back to Basement 1, which technically right now he is on Cellar 1, just the tougher version of it. Hey, Timmy, how you doing, man? So he is way behind at the moment. Again, don't count anybody out, because right now ArrTeaSea is rocking half a red heart, so 1 more hit would end her run as well. So keep in mind, any deaths, all we do is we just reset that racer. So they start back from the beginning, and we've seen people come all the way back from multiple deaths in 1 round before. So again, craziness can happen very, very easily. Oh god, Timmy. Nasty, dude. I feel your pain. I've been sick for a few days here. Like, everybody is getting sick right now. Thank god I don't have pneumonia, though. Ooh, very nice. The Halo for Thefatshuffler on the right, so all of his stats, including his health, go up by 1. Very nice find there. Ah, that's what it was. So, I didn't even notice she had Best Friend. That was a stupid... Q answered what it was that glitched out. Technically speaking, glitched out the Sacrificial Dagger. What happened was ArrTeaSea placed down the Best Friend bomb. And actually, for whatever reason, the Sacrificial Dagger will follow the Best Friend while it's there. So basically, that's why it stayed where it did. I completely forgot about that. Alright, so Thefatshuffler moving on here to his 2nd floor. Like I said, don't count him out yet. There's a quick heal for ArrTeaSea, so she's going to be feeling a little bit better about this right now, as she clears out the rest of this room from a distance. But very nicely done. That's always sketchy when you get down to half a heart, especially on Gertie. Even if it's the fly spawning one. Gertie is never a pal. Ugh, yeah, pneumonia. No thanks. Not my type of sickness. I can't imagine that you're too happy of a camper right now, Timmy. That's gotta suck, dude. Oh, I hate these random bombs from Mara's boss that he's... or mini-boss, I should say, that he's fighting. I always get hit by this randomness. The bombs will wind up knocking themselves further away, like you're gonna see... well, you almost saw right there. And they always wind up shooting directly into me. It never fails. Alright, so another soul heart for ArrTeaSea. And she is going to go back and grab some of the red hearts she sees on her map, knowing that she's got a little bit of a lead right now. She's got, well, and for the fact that it's just safety first, she's going to go back and heal up. Oh, it always happens right before Christmas. Always happens right before Christmas. I get sick, like, Christmas Eve, like, every year. It's almost guaranteed. And if I don't, my mom does, and then she gets me sick on Christmas. So, one way or the other, Christmas time, I'm getting sick. It's a guarantee. And then again, this year, I mean, it's been 50 here in Chicago all year. We've had snow one day, and King Foom brought that with him while I was driving. And literally, I had to drive through sideways snow that didn't stick. That's the only snow we've had. It's been like 50. And what, winter starts in 5 days? Yeah. Enough said, it's been an odd one. Ooh, green peep for ArrTeaSea. So yeah, this is probably, well, thankfully, mind you, she's got spectral tears, so she can stay here, and basically, as long as she doesn't get hit by the eyeballs floating around the room, she's got a lot of protection in this fight. So this could turn out a lot worse for ArrTeaSea than it did. Yeah, it's the end of the week. I knew it was somewhere in the 20s. It's like the 22nd or something. I can never remember what day it is. It's like the 20th or 22nd or wherever it is. It's one of those. Yeah, sincerely, Mother Nature. Timmy. Excuse me. So yeah, like I've been saying, I mean, like, I've been sick for the past few days, too, so that usually mine waits a little bit longer. I don't even know how I got sick. It is the 21st. Okay, so the same day the world's supposed to end. Awesome! So the beginning of winter, the day the world's supposed to end, and the monthly Binding of Isaac races for the public are all on the same day. We're gonna die. You guys realize that? That's like the perfect storm, right? I don't know what I was thinking. On that note, let me link that up real quick. Anybody that wants to, you can sign up for those public races. We're going to go in order of what you actually see on the sign. And it's Wolf's birthday. Oh my goodness. And a meteor shower. Oh my god. It's like the quintuple. Also, ew. Thefatshuffler's mini-boss in this room. I freaking hate this fight. There it is! Okay, it's race, and I'm a fucking idiot. I keep forgetting if it's races or race, and I keep putting the wrong one in there. Oh well, I'm adult. Anyways, there's your sign-up sheet for it. Feel free, we're gonna go in order off of who's listed on there. The top 16 are all from last month, because we had to cancel it, so not all of them are gonna be there. We know Otaku will be, so there's 15 technical openings at the moment. So we're gonna go in order off of what's on that list. If people are ready, awesome, they're in. That type of thing, because we don't know how many of those 16 that signed up are going to be here, because Otaku's the only one that's responded to me so far. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to fill it in off of that list from the order that you see it on there, and we're going to just kind of go from there. So it's going to be kind of a crapshoot on Friday, but it's open to the public. The score is 0 and 2 on them. That's actually their standings right now. We're doing 11 weeks worth of races. Let me give you the link real quick here. There you go. Basically, oh, I said Otaku. Sorry. Sorry. That probably sounded like I was talking to you, Taco. My bad. Well, we also nickname Otaku Taco sometimes. So yeah, you might hear me say that sometimes. I'll say tacos if I'm referring to you. I'll try to clarify that. Anyways, what was I saying? The oh, wow, as to why is the score 0 to 2 on them. That's their actual overall, like, standings win-loss record. So if you look on the Google Docs link, that'll show you the entire standings of everything. Basically, they do 11 head-to-head or 10 head-to-head matchups. I forget what, it's 11. So there's 11 weeks total of the regular season. So think of it kind of like football, if you will. Diana! Oh, speaking of lemon mishap, look what ArrTeaSea found and just used and passed up instantly, and I don't blame her. So again, ArrTeaSea at the moment at half a red heart, so again, don't... Whoa. That was a little too close there, ArrTeaSea. A little too close. Little too close. So yeah, like I was saying, don't count anybody out of any races. Doesn't matter how much health, what build they have, nothing. Don't ever count people out, because anything can happen. Now, mind you, she can wind up with a pill in this room that's a full health pill. Or it could give her a penny. Either way. You get the idea, though. Absolutely anything can happen in these games. Wow, Thefatshuffler is getting some nasty enemy spawns. I hate this guy that he's fighting right now with the homing purple shots. These things get to be a real pain in the butt. Yep, exactly, too dumb. So, like, I've killed Satan with 1 heart, half a heart. I've pulled some things out that should not have happened. Yeah, that was a phenomenal block on Lust. I got to agree on that one. I totally didn't call it at the time because I had to cough, but like I said, I mean, there's been some phenomenal play so far. So again, like, we've got some really talented Isaac players here. So A, never count anybody out, and, you know, B, just hope for the best for all of them, because they've been coming up with some crazy, crazy item combinations recently. And that's one of the things I love about this game so much. Is being able to find combos I've not even come across yet, because with 200 plus items, it takes a while to get every single combination. And even at that point, that's, if you do the math, that's a lot of items you can combine. Yeah, like the Tamorag's comeback from, it took him a good 20 minutes, I think, but he died. Eddie stayed on the same run the whole time. And because of the blue candle, Morag made an entire comeback and beat Eddie by about 3 seconds. Somewhere in there. So we've had some real insanely close races. It's been nuts. Oh! Ouch. ArrTeaSea eats a brimstone-related death. That's, mini gluttonies are always a pain. Hey, SEAL team. How you doing today? Hey, what's up, dog? Yeah, the permulations are too damn high. What's up, dude? Yep, exactly. So like I said, things happen as far as deaths go. It's just one of those things. Alright, so Yumhard for ArrTeaSea. Again, probably better than the D6, which has almost no use for the racers. They've only got 5 items that they can use that on. Let me give you the list real quick. If I could spell correctly, this would probably actually work better. There we go. So the Bible, the Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, the Shovel, and did I skip something? No, that's all of them. So the Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac are all outlawed. But if the racers have their D6 available, they can re-roll them, and if it turns into a non-outlawed item, they are allowed to pick it up. That's the only time the D6 is usable. Hey, Tua. How you doing? Oh, excuse me. So quickly, I keep calling her Christina. ArrTeaSea is moving through her first floor here, so she will quickly move on after she takes care of the Widow. Thefatshuffler making good use of his Crack the Sky item. I have terrible luck with that actually hitting any enemies that I want it to. I barely ever pick that up. And that is not one of my favorite space use items. At all. I'm doing a little bit better too. I've been sick for the past few days, but I'm finally feeling a little bit better. I think I sweat it all out last night, so we should be good. Ooh, Christina getting down low on health there. Again, ArrTeaSea is Christina. I keep calling her that because ArrTeaSea are my initials, so it's kind of weird that basically people have called me ArrTeaSea for years, so it's kind of weird that, like, you know, I'm now referring to somebody else as ArrTeaSea. So I tend to call her Christina quite a bit, so apologies there. But yeah, it's ArrTeaSea on the left, Thefatshuffler on the right. Like I was explaining, if you see up on the top, their records are both 0-2. You got all the links right there already. Gino beat me to it. I didn't even have to enter it, but if you go to the Google Docs link, you can see the entire standings and schedule up to date as quickly as I know about races. Always the best way to keep informed. I also tweet out immediately if I can. So down below there is a Twitter button. You can follow my Twitter easily, and that's usually the easiest way to know when stuff's coming up. Now if I could just stop coughing, I'd be fine. Alright, so Thefatshuffler working through Caves 2 here, has a lead at the moment because, as I said, both have eaten a death here. So because of the reset earlier for Thefatshuffler, he is at a slight advantage. Also, ouch, he just got trolled for a penny there by the judgment beggar. Gotta hate when that happens. So it actually spawned a troll bomb that killed itself for 1 penny. So at least it didn't cost a bunch of money to do that, but still, he got trolled pretty hard there. Usually those will wind up giving you something, and he had enough money where he could have wound up with an item, so he got pretty well trolled. Although with the build he's got going, he doesn't really appear to need it. He's got some pretty great damage. He's got some decent health. He's looking pretty good for himself right now. There's a 2 of diamonds card for ArrTeaSea, so that will double how much money you have in your possession. If you have 0 money, that will give you 2 cents. So basically, it's kind of not worth it to use it for her at the moment. If she comes across another card, maybe it's worth it, depending on if she wants to take the new card with her. But right now, kind of moot point. Wow, chocolate milk for ArrTeaSea as well. Will she take it? She's thinking about it, and she's going to say no. She's a lot like me, I think. She may not always want to take chocolate milk. I like it, but there's some days where it's not my favorite item ever. And it's good. You can basically fire at your own pace, or if you're really good with it, you can charge shots and fire them that way. But I tend to miss my timing terribly with that, and I hate spamming my arrow keys. So I don't really blame her on passing that. Also, her pin is really moving when she hits it. That is really looking weird. So let's see, Thefatshuffler rips through his Gertie fight. So he will move on to his second boss, also with a 2 of diamonds card. So he'll use that and double himself from 5 cents up to 10. And he gets Peep as well for his second boss. So a lot of kind of hand-in-hand going on here. ArrTeaSea just had a Caves XL floor and wound up with Gertie, followed by Peep. So, mind you, different versions of him, but nonetheless, same boss. So this is kind of really, really confusingly similar at the moment again. That's one of the weird things, that this game can be so similar for having so many variances to it. Hey, Team Quiver, how you doing? And more range up for ArrTeaSea, so she will move on to her caves. As Thefatshuffler moves on 2 floors ahead of her to his Depths 1. So we know the exact distance between the 2 racers is 2 floors at the moment. So Thefatshuffler is in the lead. Again, if he wins, it'll be a 2-0 win for him. If ArrTeaSea wins, she will force a Game 3. And like I said, we are doing a best of 3. So first to beat Mom's Heart twice each week wins. There are 12 racers total, like I've been saying, though. We've got 2 more races tonight, for that matter, in the league. So at 8 p.m. Eastern and immediately following that, so probably somewhere around 9:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern, we got 2 more races tonight from league members. So like I said, we've got, each one has 11 total head-to-head matchups. Real quick here, Thefatshuffler just picked up, let's see, the Polaroid and the Steam Sale. Steam Sale will give you half off in any store. He's only got 2 more, well, 1 more store at this point that he'll find, so whatever it's an item, he gets it for free, might as well. But not the greatest of things at the moment for him. But he finds his item room as well. Let's see what he gets. I want to be a pie. Damn right. Ooh. Now that store might be worthwhile. Mara just got rich. Kinda. Yeah, exactly. It's there. So there's 25 extra cents for Thefatshuffler. Not the greatest of things again, but hey, he's got 38 cents and has 1 more store coming up. Hopefully that won't be a mini-boss. That will actually have items that he can buy. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Random lag ball for the win. So that'll happen from time to time. Nice dodging there by Thefatshuffler. Great dodge there, man. And of course, that bird being so stupid. 8 p.m. Eastern is, let's see, 3 hours and 45 minutes away. Because it is... Oh, wait, I take that back. I'm a fucking idiot. That would put it at 7 p.m. my time. So that would be 2.5 hours. 2 hours, 45 minutes from now. I can't do math. And then, like I said, this, the 3rd race tonight will be immediately following that 2nd one. So we'll have a couple minutes in between, and then... what am I trying to say? We'll have a couple minutes in between, and then that 3rd race will start up. So we're looking at, basically, like I said, next race will start in just under 3 hours. Oh, no problem, CSM. I had to do math there in my head, too, and failed miserably at it, so don't even fear. Don't even worry about it, man. That's one thing I hate about time zones is trying to figure it out. Like, okay, you know, like for the overseas folks, like, well, what time is Eastern compared to European Standard? Like, 5 hours difference? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm terrible with that stuff. So, like, for me, right now, it's 5:15 p.m. Eastern, and the next race is at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that should probably clarify it more. But yeah, about just under 3 hours. Oh, no. Like I said, don't even worry about it. I'm god-awful with time zones, too, CSM, so I screw things up constantly. Plus, you can look at it and think, oh, that could be European Standard or Daylight or whatever, and, you know, things happen. Who cares? Ooh, dime for Christina. Too bad we can't actually hear that sound. I love the sound of picking up a dime in this game. It sounds so nice. Hey, Alter. How you doing, man? Oh, excuse me. Oh, it was actually right. Wow, it's 5... Damn. I actually remember that from just being in Forksy's charity marathon stream, that it was 5 hours difference from, I think it was GMT is what she was going off of. I kind of can't remember, though. Alright, so Thefatshuffler has his item room and is looking at his boss fight already for Depths 1. ArrTeaSea quickly moving here through Caves 1, though has not found her item room yet. But will actually kill off her boss, obviously, as you're seeing, because she ain't leaving this room now. But she'll kill her boss first. We'll see if she goes for her item room or not, because there is a chance she may just try to play catch-up and not go for it. Yeah, she is on GMT? Okay, I'm not nuts. From watching tennis, yeah, that's about the only way. Like, golf is one of those things. Like, I can't watch golf, but, you know, when it's overseas, like, it's always like, oh, yeah, this starts at 6 a.m. your time. Like, are you serious? Wow, so there you go. ArrTeaSea's going to pass on her first item room here in the Caves 1, and she's going to try to play quick catch-up here. So on that note, Thefatshuffler again picks up Tears Up with the wire code hanger, and we'll move on to Depths 2. So again, we're still looking at about a 2-floor differential here. Mind you, this time now ArrTeaSea knows where her item room is, and she is heading right towards it. So she'll take this one. Yep, exactly on that one too. Cajun just said it. A great use of the bad gas pill there by Thefatshuffler. Every now and then, those items can come in really handy. Well, if you know that you have them. If it's a random pill and you're not sure what it is, it may not come in as handy for you, but that was a great use right there. Good night, Win. Have yourself a good one. Or Wineyard. Wineyard. What? There. I can't say that word correctly. It's Wineyard. There. Never say that right. Anyways, ooh, very nice. So, toothpicks for ArrTeaSea. So, damage up for her. Very nice find. Alright, Thefatshuffler, wow, has immediately found his boss room already. Awesome find. And great dodge there again by Thefatshuffler. He's got some skills going on with that dodging. I get hit by these enemies so often with their neck extension. Like, every time I'm in these rooms, I'm guaranteed to get hit. So he'll use a bomb to get that one hard heal. And now the question is... Nope, he's going to look for his item room first. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, he's going to try to the south. Ooh, very nice find. Oh, the other thing, I forgot that Thefatshuffler's also got, you can see the Steam sale hanging off of his ear. So he might actually be looking for his store as well. And now he's going to find it easily. He just got the compass for 3 cents, or 2 cents, I'm sorry, off of a beggar. And he's only got one more room to clear before his item room, so he's definitely going to head that way. Yeah, at least I'm not alone, Tacos. At least I'm not alone. Always good to know. And the second time in a row for a Caves 2 boss, ArrTeaSea gets the green variant of Peep. So immediately both of the eyes will be floating around the room like you see, and it does more of the urine across the ground shots from what I can tell. Yeah, those neck extensions are just, they're the death of me, they are. Those will literally stretch across an entire room sometimes to hit me. I swear they will. They are not my favorite. Nag, 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 I can fly. That is one of my favorites now, I gotta say. Ouch, I couldn't tell what it was for Thefatshuffler, but he took some sort of down pill there. So again, you may be wondering why he took the Eternal Heart that he did. Basically, he cannot teleport himself back out of the boss fight. So even though he got hit right there and lost it, there wasn't really much he could do. Oh my goodness. So now he doesn't care. Polyphemus for Thefatshuffler on the right. The carry continues. The carry continues. So as you notice, Thefatshuffler now shoots incredibly large, damaging tiers. Once again, as I said, the carry continues. So watch how quickly he annihilates Red Mom here. Yeah, each one's doing about a good 5% damage, not bad. He's got really nice damage on these shots, and he's got ridiculous tier rate for having Polyphemus. Polyphemus puts you down to like the slowest tier rate you can have, but he's got enough tiers up where this is actually working beautifully. Now the only issue is, he's got one red heart. So that is kind of a worry, but as long as the foot keeps coming down, it doesn't pop any eyeballs out at him. Like that. You can thank the scapular there for Thefatshuffler not being dead. That was the only reason he didn't die right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands. Woohoo! You guys are fucking quick on that. Love it. Yeah, carried the Polyphemus saga. So as you can see, well, he's going to pass up on that version of the Polaroid because he already has one. So yeah, 2 Polaroids for Thefatshuffler because he already had one going. But for those who don't know, the scapular, when you get down to 1 or half a heart, it'll actually spawn a soul heart for you. Wow, another Judgment Beggar for Thefatshuffler. He's going to hope for some health up, I'd assume. Definitely hoping for more of those red hearts that he just saw. Ooh, treasure map, even better. So now he has the compass and the treasure map and can see the entire floor layout for the next 2 floors. Awesome finds for a race right there. Those are almost carry items in a race. If you have both of them, you can skip rooms that you do not need to be in and go directly where you need to. That is a huge time saver. So like I said, he will quickly move on to his first boss here in the Utero. Thankfully, he found those items he did because the Utero can be a real pain in the butt. That is the tougher version of the womb, so he is very happy that he is moving on quickly here. Another soul heart find for him, which he desperately needs. Because Thefatshuffler is rocking kind of low health right now. I'd be a little bit on edge. Actually, both technically are. However, ArrTeaSea has a Sun card, so she'll be able to full heal her red hearts when she wants to. Ooh, Thefatshuffler gonna leave Pinky Eye behind. I'm kind of surprised. I figured he might take that. So Pinky Eye will randomly give you poison on your shots. With Polyphemus, again, not a bad thing, because if you're landing shots, you might as well toss poison on randomly. It's not going to hurt. Well, it'll hurt the boss. Let me rephrase that. That was the wrong choice of words. Ouch. You can thank the scapular again for Thefatshuffler not being dead. Ooh, and now he's got an orbital to block some shots. Excellent. Excellent, excellent find. So a cube of meat floating around Thefatshuffler now. He's got a heart and a half and 1 soul heart right now. So he is definitely living on the edge, but he will be moving on to his... he's thinking about looking for hearts, I think. I think he's doing math on if he should go back and try to find heals or just move on. And he is just going to move on, so he is on the womb too. This is... oh man, he's got a long way to go too. But this is the last floor that we race to, guys. So if Thefatshuffler finishes off this floor and kills Mom's heart, he will win 2-0 today. Again, don't count ArrTeaSea out. She's not that far behind. She is on Depths 1. So she does have 2 floors to go. Does have more health at the moment and a full heal. So keep that in mind. Nobody's out of this yet. Although if empty rooms keep showing up, that is not going to hurt Thefatshuffler's cause. Oh, he just got hit by his own space use item. That's one of the other issues with... one of the other issues, anyways, with Crack the Sky is that you can actually hit yourself with it. So now he's going to go back and hope that he's got a gambling machine in his secret room. And only finds money. Not what Thefatshuffler was hoping for. I just missed a question. Hold on, let me find it here. There it is. Does Pinky Eye and Common Cold stack? Ooh. Probably. That's a great question. I've never actually tried that before. That's a really good question. I'll have to test that out sometime. Alright, so again, oh, there he goes. Thefatshuffler finding a red heart to heal himself back up, and I'm sure breathing slightly easier now. But he is desperately looking for whether it be a full health pill, Sun card, something to that effect, even a Hierophant card, where he could get himself 2 soul hearts. Anything would be an absolute easy breathing moment for him right now. I know, Diana, I know. I'd be really scared right now. Whoa, especially with that Crack the Sky. I always get scared trying to use that. And why is it that we always wind up with this music as we're getting close to a mom's heart fight? It's like my audio player knows. I think it's more that we honestly just like get close to finishing up our races like right at the exact same time every day, but I still find this funny. Whoa! Wow, nice dodge by Thefatshuffler as he entered the room there. I would have taken a lot of hits there. That was a great dodge. My goodness. That was kind of insane. Yeah, like that, you better win. I say good luck to both racers. I have to play no favorites whatsoever. These are all my friends, so no matter who wins, I'm happy for them. But yeah, I get to play no favorites as the commentator. Ooh, more heals for Thefatshuffler. Can never argue that. And more health up for ArrTeaSea as she finds Lard, so she will move slower, but does have some more health up now. And right outside of his mom's heart fight is Thefatshuffler. Again, he's rocking 2.5 red hearts. Make that 1.5 red hearts because he just got hit. So if he gets hit once more, it'll spawn a soul heart for him because of the scapular. So he is still technically at 3.5 hearts, or 2.5 hearts, we'll say. But again, this is not over yet, but Thefatshuffler is fighting what would be the last boss he has to kill right now. So again, if he takes this out without dying, it's game over because he'll win the best of 3, 2-0. So again, good luck, ArrTeaSea. You are not out of it yet. Keep that in mind. Because she is looking at her Depths 1 boss as well right now. So all it takes is just some stupid random luck here. Or these knights not being really nice. Nice bomb use by Thefatshuffler there on the knights. And a great job taking those out. Those are my least favorite spawns off of Mom, except for the eyeballs that fire at you. Oh my goodness. Bloat fight for ArrTeaSea. Which one? Alright, at least it's the regular bloat. It could have been the green one, which would have... yeah, that would have sucked. But it isn't going to matter. Thefatshuffler living on the edge with that half a red heart and the soul heart that spawned because of his scapular. That, I gotta say, the scapular saved a run, bro. I'm not even going to lie. That scapular kind of saved a run a couple times. But that shows, folks, ladies and gentlemen, the scapular is a wonderful use item because Thefatshuffler clutched that one out and wins 2-0 for his first win of the season, ladies and gents. And I believe we're going to see some shuffling commencing. Yes, we are. Wee! Oh, damn, I thought he was going to come back on screen there, and I had the timing right. I was trying to add audio to that, but oh well. So as you can see, Thefatshuffler just won 2-0 here. Again, great races there by ArrTeaSea as well. Never, never, never fear losing in a race like this because it is very, very random.